Hey everybody, AverageJoeBourbon here. Got Jackie back today. He came join us again. This is Jason over here. I'm sorry, I met him through Bearded when we both talk about how we don't know why we became friends with Doug, but we meet very good friends through Doug, so it's awesome. So anyway, Dave and Doug on site. Today what we're going to do is something a little different. Dave and I poured these. We know what's in these, but we're going to do some kind of teaching on how to nose, and which is going to lead to a little bit more on how to taste. Honestly, they have a lot to go. So today we've got 5 flavors that I'm going to let each one of them smell, and then as we smell them, we're going to smell. We're going to start with the first glass on the right, and we're going to see if we really think we smell that in that glass. Okay. The first note that we're going to start with today is oak. Okay. Oak is prevalent almost in all bourbon. It's a pretty dominant flavor, but it also doesn't mean that you're going to smell it in every one. Okay. This kit came from Stave and Thief, and I would recommend anyone. I took this course, and they do a great job down there, man. They taught me a lot about how to taste. My thing is not so much the technical aspects. That would be on Dave's side over there, of the mash bills, of where it was produced, and I don't really care as long as it tastes good. That's kind of where I'm with it, and that's why I think everybody differs. So to be down there, they kind of taught me a lot on what actually oak smells like and things like that. So if you guys can get online, Stave and Thief, they have a class. I take it, but also I would recommend to anyone buy this kit right here. That's why I've got it up. It's a smelling kit that has all kind of flavors, and I mean it's good to kind of learn. So guys, we'll start with no further ado. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand each one a flavor, and then we're going to drink. There's 5 flavors. We'll all have one flavor at a time, and you just kind of go through each one of them, nosing it to see if you think it's in that one. And there's no right or wrong answers. Everybody's smells is completely different. What I smell in bourbon is not what you guys are going to smell, and what you smell, especially with Doug, we're not going to smell it that way too. I hope he's got his nose hairs out of that today. So you got the oak. Jackie, we'll give you the leather. Nah, that's the hardest one. I'm gonna
might drop a nose hair in it.
Let me see, 28. I'll stick with that one. No, we'll give you that one. All right, that's nut. And then well, that sounds bad. They need to put something else on there, like peanut or here's some nut. That was bad.
All
right.
Jackie will take it.
There's brown spice, and then I'm gonna have vanilla. All right, these are ones that Dave and I picked out that we feel that is gonna be at least one of each one of these. So right now, just take the lid off. All right, we're gonna roll it back and forth like we do a bourbon. We're gonna see which one of these has it in it.
Shoot, I'd wear that brown spice on my neck. Oh yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. You gotta be nosing. Jackie, don't nose that nut too much.
I'm trying my best.
He's trying to drink it.
Definitely does not smell like that kind of nut.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Jackie, whatever you smell that nut in, I probably won't buy it.
You'll probably buy it. It'll probably be the one you got the stock in. Yeah. So I have the tobacco over here.
All right.
Tobacco's it's in a lot. It's a little underlying smell and everything, I feel like.
Just kind of write down
What do you have again? Brown spice?
which one you thought.
Which one are you really
You had it
getting
in.
a lot of brown spice on anything of it?
You go ahead, Jay.
No, and if I had to, I don't know if I had to.
We just do a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Starting from the right to the left.
Between these
Yeah.
two.
Just say, 1 had it in it, 2 didn't, whatever, and we'll just do it 1 through 5, and that way we know what flavors we got here, Doug. There you go, Doug.
You had me drinking.
We're not drinking it right now.
No. I'm just looking at what's on top of my shit up here. That's probably why I can't smell it.
No, you're good.
So could this be in all of them? or
It can,
no?
if you think it's in all of them, it's in all of
Okay,
them.
okay.
It's, kinda right, like, one for me, I'm gonna put V beside it because of vanilla.
Okay.
Put. Okay. All right, now, we'll just, we'll rotate, doesn't matter. Jackie, bring me to you.
One.
We do them all to the left.
Oh, leave the top off and just.
Here,
We're gonna rotate. You want tobacco?
I'm gonna give it to him.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do it this way, that way we know we all get a, okay. 18 is oak. I've got, all right, Jackie, you've got oak.
Oak.
Yeah, what number did you have here, Jack?
This new one?
Yeah.
32.
32
Tobacco.
is tobacco. What do you have?
I have brown spice.
Brown spice? Okay.
I can tell you what would hit good on the tobacco.
What's that? Oh yeah, the one
That
we just
back
had
cedar.
yesterday. Oh, that backsetter. No, this isn't the right tobacco. That actually, to me, tobacco doesn't smell anything like I would have thought it was till I did that class. I mean, that's like a very sweet smell. Boy, that nut is strong. That's terrible. We're a bunch of perverted old men. I know.
Man, I'm all jacked up.
It's harder than what it really appears to be. It takes a lot of practice to smell them in it. I mean, it really does.
And we're doing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whatever
Yeah.
order you can keep up with. I went left to right, 'cause that's how I count, but.
I did right to left.
That's what he
Right,
said, so I went.
But that's what they
right
were
to the
saying a while ago, so that's why I did it. It's no big deal. As long as you know what it
Yeah,
is.
as long as you know the order, that's.
I'm
good.
writing it down.
All right. We all good on that one?
No,
No, it's fine. No rush.
I'm just not.
Have you had that?
I think we're rotating around.
Oh, okay.
Now, let me ask you, a lot of times, like when I'm doing this, like right now, I kind of start smelling my own, because your scent can really,
Mm-hmm. Kind of resets you.
yeah, resets it,
You know what you smell like.
yeah. And have you ever washed your hands and stuff and not realize it?
Yep.
When I did that, and Kinsey had flannel, and I'm like, I think this is the most perfume I've ever smelled in a bourbon, and I'm like, wait a minute, so I split like this, I'm like, what the heck? So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't smell that.
it's terrible. All right, Doug, I'll give you some nut,
Here, you can have that back.
and then this will go to Jason.
Well, I feel,
This is called brown spice.
I feel bad for Jason, cause he gets the nose of all nuts.
All right, I've got oak now.
That's 18, right?
Yeah.
That's 18.
What do you have?
I don't know yet.
I have 27.
He should have tobacco now.
He's got tobacco now.
All right.
Brown spice.
And that was oak, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm telling you, this does help a lot if you do it a lot.
This tobacco smells like straight chalk.
Yep.
And I always say, it reminds me of tobacco, those in pipe tobacco.
It's more.
It's more of a sweet.
It's almost to me like actually like walking in a barn, like that's got tobacco hanging. It's a real very
I agree with that.
tobacco-y to me.
Just like that, because my old baseball coach used to have chaw in his mouth all day long.
Mhm. Always
Little
smelling
piece.
it.
And I'm like, that's that smell. It's
Feng Shui?
I don't know. He might have just washed that one because we had a couple that we just washed.
What?
It looks like there's something full
Look
in
at
that
that.
one.
Got some flavors in there. Look on top, like on top.
I think it just got washed.
Looks like some nut in there.
You can have it. Do you not see that?
Yeah. You'll be alright, man. Bourbon kills everything.
He-
You can leave
I
bourbon
don't
open
wanna
and
know
still
what's
drink
in
it.
this one.
I got
It's
mine
probably a
figured
little
out.
soap. You'll be alright.
I picked up some, little bit of. Oh, let's go here.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do I got now? 32. I got the backer.
Now I got the nut.
Man, that's so strong. Out of all the smells, that and
That and the vanilla,
oh,
pretty strong flavors. And then the nut's got a pretty.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Pretty intriguing.
Pretty
smell.
powerful.
Oh,
Especially if you're been backed up for a few days.
oh Lord Jesus. Now this isn't not G-rated. What number you got, Jay?
28 has nut.
Okay.
It should be. This should be our
This
last,
should be last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this brown spice.
Because you have what?
Tobacco.
Yeah, that's what I started with.
Whew. That smelled like a straight carrot cake bottle.
Brown spice.
Yeah. The only thing I need is some
I'm like.
an icing on
some
top
of
of
these
it.
I don't know
We'll
if
mix
I
a little
smell.
of the vanilla and the brown spice together. Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some of these I don't even know if I smell in here.
That's good,
They're not
man.
in all of them.
I'm
They're
just-
not in all of them. And you may not smell any in anything. I mean, one or two of them you may not figure in there.
Getting something close to it. Oh, that's weird. Fucking me up.
Easy.
I got my answers. I also know what's in these, so.
You know, though, I've never really knows these three, like
No.
that with the kids.
No, not with the
Kinda-
kid, no. But I just know
I'm
based
just
off
gonna
some
pick,
characteristics,
just see
but
if
I
I can.
should probably be getting out of fuel. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, there's one that shocked me on smell.
Really?
Yeah. You and I will know why in a minute, but
I might be on the same path as you, because that one of them did kind of surprise me a little.
yeah, surprised me a lot. Okay, now, Doug, give me a glass. I'll go get you a clean one and pour you a clean one. So that you can
nice, sir.
taste. I
That
won't
way I
make you
don't
drink
have
nut
none
in
of
your
this,
glass.
this Dawn dish soap taste in there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. What do we do with the bottles, Dave?
I put them back on the shelf.
Oh, shit.
What? Do you remember?
Alright, everybody
Yeah.
stay turned that way.
Yeah, y'all just look this way.
Yeah,
So you
just
don't
stay
know.
turned that way.
So you don't know what's in glass number 3.
Somebody wasting a
This
glass
is
of
yours.
bourbon over there. I said,
Nope, it's mine. Leave it alone. I'm doing something else.
All right. Now, feel free to taste them and kind of look at your notes as you taste them and see if it really holds true to. All right, let's start with the number. Let's start with our very far right.
All right.
Let's see. What did you have?
I smelled oak in this one.
Okay. Let's see.
Anything else? Is that all you smelled?
I had oak.
I had oak and I had brown spice. Those are the two.
Okay. I had oak and brown spice.
I had brown spice.
I had oak and brown spice, and I also had a little vanilla.
I had vanilla.
So
I actually had some tobacco in there too.
I had tobacco, brown spice, and vanilla in this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't get much oak out of it.
I didn't get any nut at all.
No.
No pun intended.
It was a good day, wasn't it?
But it was a good day.
So y'all, yeah, now we.
I got 4 out of the only thing I didn't get was nut. I did get a little bit of tobacco in there as well.
Okay. I had no oak in this one personally, so I only had 3: the tobacco, brown spice, and vanilla in this one. I'll be honest, the vanilla is what threw me off a little.
Right.
That's what I was saying. I thought we probably were gonna be on the same.
And
page
it
with that one.
even has the little vanilla taste to it.
I can't taste
But
the
that
vanilla.
brown
I can
spice
taste
really
the oak
hits
in it, though.
Oak and brown spice dominate the taste.
See, I get more oak on the palate than I do on the nose. For this.
I get 0 tobacco in the taste.
Yep.
But as the guy that was instructing this class said, you'll smell a lot of tobacco in bourbon, but I hope you don't taste it.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely, that held true on mine. Doug, what do you think there, brother?
I mean, I just picked up the brown spice on it.
Okay. Did you taste that in there or
No.
no? Brown spice, just to let the newbies look, is that at the very end when it's kind of peppery, kind of spicy,
That's what I was gonna say.
that's the brown spice.
Okay. Because it's a
So,
spice.
It's a spice, so it kind of dominates your finish more than the flavor.
Correct.
You're gonna taste more like I tasted vanilla oak, but then it dominates to me the brown. And that's just me.
Well, I don't know
Oh.
what this is, but I will say when you mentioned that, it does with the taste with it. I can tell proof wise. I feel like it's going to be a little bit higher with that brown.
These
spice.
are very, very similar in proof. All of them are
They're all-
very.
Well, I haven't went.
They're lower.
Down.
We went with a lower proof.
But
They're all within what, 2 or 3 of each other?
Yeah.
it's got. I mean, you can just feel it going down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2. I'll start on that one. I had vanilla, and I had a very faint hint of vanilla. I had a lot of tobacco and brown spice, honestly, in that.
Yeah, with me, I had those were the second one. That was the tobacco and brown spices.
What was shocking to me that it didn't have any of the oak characteristic in it to me, because I know what it is. And I think that's because we can't say why, but I think I know why. But
So I had tobacco and nut on this one. Those are the 2 that stood out the most to me.
I start to write the 2 down in the nut, but I couldn't.
I just got a little hint of it. I didn't get much oak at all.
It smelled more like a damn rye to me. And that's, when we pull out what it is, it's the shocker part about it. All right, go ahead and taste it.
So I can taste that brown spice on the end, I think.
I
know.
definitely could have
I got
brown
that
spice
one
on
on.
this one.
I didn't get as much on the nose though, personally. I had brown spice down for this one.
I didn't get it on the nose, but I got it on the taste.
It definitely has a lot of brown space on it. It dominates the end.
I had it in the smell strictly and didn't, the taste. I might even tasting some vanilla in there.
That I tasted a lot of
I had
vanilla.
that in the smell.
I had
But I
that
couldn't
on
smell
mine.
The first 2 to me had a very vanilla start, and then a brown spice, but that's just me.
Mhm.
I mean, this one didn't hold true as much to the nose as this one, I don't think. So, should get over it.
Phil's wife's calling me. FYI.
Hey man, I watched something this big, that big, about 20 pounds, no matter, nobody can hurt it.
I know, you didn't even give me
Yeah.
Whoever's behind Sydney, can they move cheese to run to school real quick?
Who's behind
All right, so
Sydney?
nobody knows the other one.
Who's behind Sydney?
Let's taste it. Let me see. All right, let's, Doug, what was your notes on, this would be my, first one, but
I got tobacco in that one.
let's see. I definitely had tobacco in that one.
With me,
That's it?
I had
They're
all,
more dominant.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't really, I was just kind of picking off of my
No, that's fine. I
my
mean, it's
smells.
just,
I
I'm
wasn't-
just seeing
I
if you had
wasn't
anything
looking at-
else.
I was trying to see if I
Jason?
could pull the smell off of each one.
I got like the tobacco and the taste of this one.
The smell.
And then, oh, and the smell, I just tasted it too, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, so, on the smell, I didn't smell any oak or nothing like that, but I did get the tobacco and the brown spice and the vanilla on this one.
Okay. Jackie?
I had, in the third one that we're doing, all of them, all 5 smells
Okay,
for that third one.
okay, all right.
I also had all 5 smells in this one.
I had 4 out of the, I didn't get nothing then.
Really?
I didn't, and I thought I would, knowing what, like, I've tried to really be honest with my smell on it,
Yeah.
and I was like, God, I really think that's gonna have it in it. And, I just didn't think,
think it was there
I
a
mean,
little bit.
vanilla, oak, tobacco, and brown spices.
Yeah,
all
for
there.
sure.
It's dominant.
I did everything just like totally opposite. of what you
But I
did.
think with,
Did you just
Because
pick
it's
one for each one?
fit,
That's okay.
considering that I had,
We're gonna do this
Okay.
again.
Yeah, you picked
Yeah.
your dominant, you
considering I
picked the
had
dominant smell.
the
that
Yeah.
you
smell
found.
net for the first time,
That's how I did mine.
Well, I just
I could get a better smell from it.
threes.
Now, I
I
think
wrote
that would be
yes or
different
no.
if it was like the third or
If I
fourth or
smelled
the
it.
fifth one that I would have
That's
had.
right, I remember when I wrote.
It would have been
I
disgusting.
almost needed
Probably would have
that
smelled it.
Right.
close to pull it.
Well, here's
You know
the
what
good
I'm
thing
saying?
about something like this. You get to like, cause I used to be, I ain't gonna lie, man, I smell tobacco, and I'm like, man, this dude don't smell tobacco, and then,
You ain't
like
never
now,
talk like that, dude.
then you take out the thing and smell it right next to it. And I think that's what I like about this kit. I'm telling you, man, if you sit down and if you really wanna learn how to smell and taste, because then your smell is coordinated with taste. Only really one didn't have one thing in it from at least my smell perspective. So, did your smell kind of hold true to y'all's taste as well, or no?
Except for the one with the brown, what was that, 2 on the
That-
brown spice?
that was the- yeah,
I
brown
didn't
spice.
pull it off the smell, but I had it in the taste.
Yep.
Okay.
That
Now,
was-
out of these 3, did you like the taste of them as well? Did you like the taste of each one of these, or?
The
Yeah,
last
I'm
one,
actually
the
going
last
back
one we did, it was, I'd say on a scale from the spice part of it was less,
And yeah,
on the palate.
and there's a good reason for that.
A lot of it was a full flavor across the board. You could taste all of the, the smells that I had.
Seemed to dry my mouth out.
The last one
The
did?
last one. Like it, when I drank it, it seemed like it,
But it didn't have any serious bite to it or heat.
I get that a little bit. A little.
Yeah.
yeah.
It definitely does, and I've never paid
Has a little
attention
bit
to
of a
that.
drying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can feel it on the tongue.
So out of the 3,
Is there a favorite?
the favorite?
That's what I'm getting to right now.
3.
It is 3, your last one you had or the first
Yes.
one?
The
Yeah.
last one.
Okay. Left or
You know,
right?
here at Average
Sorry.
Joe Bourbon, we don't have scripts, and we don't like plan this stuff out. We just kind of like sit down and start
Just winging
doing
it. So your favorite was the one on your left.
Least favorite? Well, let's get everybody's favorite first.
Yeah. We're biased. Really, it's
Well,
interested in their opinions.
I'm gonna be honest, because I would never thought I would have said this when I get done, but
Is that your favorite? That one?
yep.
Listen.
That's me.
It's a good pour.
All right, what's
kinda
everybody's
agree with you.
favorite?
I kinda agree with you. Third one.
Third one? All right.
Where you?
Third one's my favorite. Yep, all right. What's the least favorite out of the?
I'd have to go with 2.
I go 1.
I would go with 1 because of the spice. It's just overwhelming.
Would you have 2?
I'd say 2.
Okay. David's saying 2, but I think he's biased in his pick.
I am a little biased, but
that's why it was hard for me to do that, but it tasting all three together. All right, now I'm gonna get the bottles and tell you what each one of them are.
1, 2, 3.
And one
I could have flip flopped
spice
these
was
though.
just
Okay.
overwhelming. Like, okay.
This one was almost
One was more like a whiskey.
too smooth right
All
now.
right.
It's like,
Yeah,
you know, my flavor.
That's what I don't love about too, is it's too.
Number
it's not
three.
right there with it.
I like now see here's another thing that I want to tell everybody. Depending on how you want to drink is how I pick things.
Yeah.
So and what I tried to explain is like I like something that's not so hot, low proof, because I like to drink a mass quantity of things. But if I'm just gonna have a couple of drinks after work when I get home, and I'm just, you know, want something to just give me a nice little buzz, then I'll go with something a little higher proof where I'm not gonna drink as much of it.
Right.
But then, if I want to get Doug drunk, I'll freaking hammer down that hive shit. Oh, hell, you know.
You get
Give me
Doug
the
drunk to
hottest
drink
stuff.
piss water and think it's bourbon.
Yeah.
Whatever, you do the same thing.
No, I go away from the good bourbon once we're drunk.
No, but I'm just saying,
I'm not drinking.
I
good
don't have to
bourbon.
drink as much of it because it's so high proof.
Right.
And I can start off there and then go to my lower proof and just
All right.
hang all night.
The number one winner, Lodge Craig 18.
Oh, hang
Oh.
on.
And it's a very good bourbon. And I've always loved it. It's been one of my top. I was surprised that it beat out this, which was number one, which was my least favorite. And this, we threw in just a common bourbon with two pretty hard to get bourbons. I mean, these are two pretty top echelon bourbons. Tasting oak in this, it's 18 years you're going to taste. That's why we did want to put oak out there. Vanilla is predominant in a lot of the newer smells taste. You'll taste that. Eventually, caramel will come out of the vanilla. Cherry is one of the hardest things, honestly, on the nose that I've found to get that parent after. Once you start getting to that, your nose is really becoming there. Brown spice was dominant in those. I don't know why this was my shocker. Why would use brown spice? This is a sour mash.
I didn't have brown spice down for that one.
Really?
We got it on the back end. I didn't get it on the nose at all.
Okay.
We
I
didn't
did
get
get a
on the
little bit
nose,
on the
we
back
got it on
end,
the
but
taste.
I'm
did get
confused
it.
by that one. For
I
sure.
did, and that's what, and I wrote it down. I'm like, how am I writing down
Yeah.
sour mash as brown spice? And it was shocking to me because this is a sour mash. It really shouldn't. I mean, that's more of a rye dominant category. So, I hope all you enjoy this. Each time we do this, it could be different, honestly. I mean, and I've done that a lot of times. That each time your palate becomes a little different. But I'm not doing suicide with these. No suicide with these. All right, you were saying something a while ago about ginger ale.
Yeah, so in my lack of bourbon knowledge, all my life I've always been a social drinker. So therefore, you would have to pay me just to drink a neat or just an ice cube or something. And I've always been a social drinker, so that's why I've always incorporated ginger ale with everything I drink, because it's a social setting that I'm normally drinking them in. But I really am acquiring a better, palate, I guess, for bourbon now, getting a
Right.
chance to see it, understand it, taste the different tones that it does provide. It's different than me just slapping some ginger ale into it.
Right. Well, I think what you're also saying is, in a social setting, I can't. If we did this on Zoom the other night, David passed out on the couch, and I literally crawled up the stairs to make sure I made it to my bedroom. When you're drinking straight bourbon socially, it takes control of you instead of you taking control of it. So, I suggest, I drink a lot of when I'm out water, just water and bourbon and ice, and that way I'm still not I don't like to drink Cokes and stuff anymore just for the hangover, honestly. To me, so socially to me, if you add water, half and a half even, just so that because you're sitting there just drinking because you're socially drinking. So you did it with this. And see, we need to teach Doug that. See, Doug doesn't understand that yet.
Right.
See, he just wants to hammer down. He put that foot down.
And he said, "What brake pedal? There's no brake."
Yeah, there is no brake
All
pedal.
gas, no brake, baby, right?
Yep. Yep. So anyway,
What's
hey,
the point?
Anybody got anything to add? I'd love to hear your opinion.
No, this was fun.
This is
It was.
very fun.
Very
Yes.
cool.
Guys, recommend
Very
getting that. You can order it online. Just go to Stave and Thief. I think staveandthief.com in a day.
I think so, yeah.
You can find out about their classes. They actually have online classes as well, so you don't have to go there. But I would recommend getting the spelling kit no matter what you do. But Average Joe's out of here. Bearded One, Dave, Jackie, thanks for coming back. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's
we're
go
gonna keep-
put the hammer down.
We're supposed to go possibly have margaritas, and you all saw the last time Doug had margaritas, so
Don Julio.
we're gonna have a fun night. Never a dull moment, never a dull moment. Good night, guys.